Hi there, this video is intended for adults who like to craft.
Hi there, Linda here. Look what I've been working on. This is what's been keeping me busy for the last 2 days. I think there's 12 little Jeeps here, and I'm working on all these little, these little giraffes. And I decided, since they're gonna go in the Jeep, I really don't need to put the front legs on them, or, the bottom feet, but I want to put the, different spots on them. So that's what I've been doing. I put some eyes on, oh, where do you see that? Oh my goodness. Little eyes on them with this stuff, but I'm not real happy with the way it's coming out. It is quite old. I had a whole bunch of the Viva Decor paste that you rub on stuff, and it all dried up. But see these little pieces right here? Well, I know I told you the other day that I really, really love my little sidekick. Last night when I was cutting out all these little pieces, I heard crack. It's still working, but right here, some of these pieces came off, and I was like, oh no. So I went online to look for another one, and then I thought, do I still have the old one? I got this one at a garage sale for nothing. I think, well, I don't know how much I paid for it. I've had it forever. But I didn't use it for a really long time because I didn't have plates for it, these things. Well, when this one came out and I bought it, I realized these plates work in this one too, because they're both side kits. This one just happens to have Tim Holtz's name on it. But I do like this one better because this one can suction down to a table, so it's real secure. This one doesn't have that. I don't know, if yeah, it doesn't even have the suction cups on it. I could probably put some on it, but at least I have it in if this one totally goes on me. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how I was working on these before I completely finish it. And also I want to work in my journal today with you. So what I've done is I'll take my glue. Like last night I was up till midnight. What was I doing? Oh, I was getting this much done. I didn't have the faces, the muzzle on it. I put that on it today. But I'm just taking like 5 little dots of glue and putting it on the face. And, the die comes with all these pieces, but I'm only using 2 of them because, and I'm not sure if I'm putting them in the right place. There isn't an impression that you have to match up, which is good. Now this one's really kind of cool because this one, when you cut it out, when you get it all cut out, if you look at the paper, it looks like a little heart. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I cut out a couple of those like this, and I can use those in my journal. Okay, me and my scraps, or my scraps and I guess. That's not enough glue. So this is all I'm doing, is putting a little bit of glue, little glue dots, and then just picking up randomly. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a correct pattern to this, but I think I might go crazy doing it that way. And I'm making a quantity. When I get these things, I just like having a bunch on hand. I have a couple ideas that I want to use them in cards, for birthday cards for children. I don't like that one there. That one's, I want a smaller one for there. So it's taken me a while to do them, but it's, a couple days. Keep me busy. Although, I don't know why. I don't feel like I get enough time in my art room because I go for a walk, and that takes about an hour, hour and a half, because I try to do 3 to 4 miles. Boy, today's, though, was a little frustrating. And not because so much of the walk. I walked to the place that, the little store that carries my things or, sells them for me. And then I went to the bank with the check from them. And I had to stand in the bank. I felt like a really long time. And it wasn't like there was a lot of people there or anything. But it still just freaks me out when I have to stay inside. So then the last place I stopped was my pharmacy, which is right across the street. And all I was buying was Advil, cold and sinus, because when I get a headache, that's about the only thing that works. And, I probably take it once every 3 months. It's not like I take it very often. But I got that and then some other allergy medicine, because the one I got at Costco made me so shaky. That was Claritin, I think. I can't take that. That's why that Advil cold and sinus is so good. It's like the only one that doesn't make me all crazy. So anyway, I got the allergy medicine and, the Advil cold and sinus, that's behind the counter. Oof, this is hard. And so they have to go sign for it. They have to take your license and they go off and do something. It took forever. And I don't know, other times that I've gotten it, they just bring out a piece of paper, they write it out, I sign it. It was like she was on the computer looking for something, like I was a criminal or something. I don't know. So that kind of got me frustrated. And anyway, so that's my little giraffe, guys. And this is what I'm going to do with them. I got to put that up there so it dries. So they're going to go in their little Jeeps like this. And they fit just right on a... well, that's not a good one. Let's see. They fit, well, that's probably not a good color, but they fit perfectly on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these. And then, then in the mail, I must be into giraffes lately, because I've been ordering stuff. It's terrible. But I got this giraffe. Isn't he cute too? I can't wait to put him together. I don't know. I gotta stop. I see these sales and it's like, ooh, I want that. Okay, so, oh, and I got something else. I got my last birthday present, or last Christmas present from my son. He said it was going to take a while. So it's this die set from Elizabeth Craft, and I want to show you how cool it makes the coolest page. So I was just fooling him with this one. But see, you get a piece. Oh, I have it glued together. All right, we'll show you this one. So one of the dies cuts this, and then the other die cuts this, and then you can put different things in there. I don't know what I'm going to put in there, and I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I just think that die is so much fun. And then it has like a little wine bottle and glass, and a word that says selfie and today, or ta-da, I think. This one, I'm not sure what that is. That's kind of cool, though. It's like a shape. Then it has the movie, like a slideshow thing. And then it says pieces of life. So that's going to be fun to play with. Now, my journal for today. Let's get these guys out of the way. I don't want to muck up their eyes until they dry. And then I have all the Jeeps ready for them. This is one that's, like a complete one done that, I might put on a card with a tree or something behind it. So I have a lot of those ready, and I'm excited about that. Then my journal. So the other day was the day, oh my gosh, that they stormed the Capitol, and I just wrote about it. It just sickens me. This whole past 4 years sickened me. Being a first grade teacher, some of the shenanigans and disrespect, and I haven't said much because, I want to respect the office of president, but oh my goodness. So anyway, so then yesterday, this is kind of what I do, is like, because this was such a sad day, I found that sticker that says, don't let yesterday take up too much of today. So I tried to do that, and I played Mahjong. I didn't win any games. We play on a messenger. We messenger each other, so we're chatting, but then we're all on this website, My Mahjong, and we're all at the same table, so it's a lot of fun. But I didn't win any games, but I learned how to set up a table on it, so that was good. And then these little pieces, when you cut stuff out, like I showed you when I was cutting out these, I found these little hearts, and when I was cutting out the ears and the eyes, these things showed up, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to do that. And then I just doodled. So that's my day. So today, what I want to do, when I had walked to the grocery store, and then when I got home, I made Jeeps and giraffes. But today I want to use some of this napkin. I just want to do a little bit of texture. So I think what I'll do is I'll tear this. I see that the new tag challenge is posted today, so that, the 52 tags. Let's see, is there water in here? Yeah. I just want to go around this a little bit, kind of like I did that cover. I just feel like I need some flowers today. I don't have anybody to give me flowers anymore. I never really, I don't know. Sometimes a friend of mine used to buy flowers for herself all the time, like every week. She'd always have fresh flowers on the table. And I thought that was so nice. But I guess I don't want to say I'm so cheap, because I certainly spend enough money on this stuff. I guess it's just a priority where you want to spend your money, and that wasn't where I wanted to. Well, at that time, I didn't feel like I could, because the kids were little, and yeah, I don't think my husband at the time would have appreciated me doing that. But a little basket of flowers today might be nice. Oh, the other thing that frustrated me today was, I'm so silly, was when I was going for my walk, I always have my watch on, and I record how many miles I go. Well, I looked down at it, and here my watch battery was saying that it was out of battery, and I did. It doesn't do that often, and I put it on its charger every night, so I don't know what was going on, but that always upsets me, because I work so hard at my walking, and my watch will make my arm buzz and say, you need to stand up, you need to and here I'm walking and it's not recording. So the things that can frustrate us, it's so silly. All right, so that's gonna have to dry. And then the other thing I've written on here today anyway is I found this sticker that says hooray for the weekend. And I mean, I'm retired. I look at those stickers all the time and think, I'm never going to use that. And then I thought, well, I'm going to use it. And then I just wrote, funny, every day is like weekend when you're retired. So I'll put that in there. And so I want to put this tag on here, I think. Well, maybe it's going to, well, I can cover it up. It's mine. I can do what I want. Let's see. I think I'll use this blue one and see if I can do this and talk without messing it up. We're going to put this over here because that's got to dry. So that's what I've been up to. I know a few years ago, I made videos every single day for a year. And, you know, I don't know why I haven't been doing it as much. I don't know. There could be a lot of underlying reasons. That was the last year my husband was alive, and I kind of feel a little guilty that I took that time away from spending it with him, even though his death was a shock. And then last year, the group that I was in kind of closed up. And then last year, YouTube came out with all those like rules, and everybody was getting all afraid of, getting in trouble if they didn't have the right, whatever. That's why I had that little part at the beginning that this isn't for kids, even though I don't do anything that I wouldn't want a child to, do. But just in case. So that's going to go on that page too. Anyway, so it is the weekend. I have nothing planned. I never have anything planned. And I'm quite okay with that. Oh, I know. I didn't do this on yesterday's either. I have all these little grommets that came off of another tag die. There's all these little things. When I use this to make tags with, I just left that on there, and so all those little tags, little grommet things come out, and I figure, why throw them away? I could use them on something if I don't use them on that particular thing. So I had to put a flag on this because I kept losing it. Oh, they're still in there. But anyway, so let's see. Since I'm putting flowers on my thing, I think I can use that one. And then I can punch a hole in that too. So my pages aren't anything works of art. They're just ways of me writing down maybe what's happening in the world or in my life for that day. I keep thinking about years past when my kids were little, and I wish I would have recorded more then. I do have journals that I homeschooled my boys for a while. Not a lot, not all the way through or anything, but I started a journal with them where I would write to them and they would write to me. They'd have to answer, and their answers were, funny, but they're fun to get out and look at. But they aren't any great story of what was going on. And so for many New Year's Eves, we got to, probably not many, but for New Year's Eve, we used to get together with a family of kids that were around my boys' same age. And I wish I would have taken more pictures of that and had, more of that recorded. But so maybe someday, even though, I don't know. My son said they're looking for people that are journaling about the COVID, but my journal I'm just keeping track of how many people in my state have been identified with it, and how many deaths there are in my state, and a couple of counties. The county I live in, the county where my cabin is, and the county where a friend lives and my grandkids live. But other than that, I don't, I might say numbers are getting better, numbers are getting worse, but that's about it. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I don't know if you have anything you want to see me do. I am going to start doing some Valentine's things because the place where I take my cards has asked for a couple of them, and there'll probably be those little tea sets, you know, tea bag things. I have to get a good tea for it. So that's what I'm doing, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.